What's going on, everybody? My name is Derailious. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing how the Skyblock economy is actually crashing right now, and if you're a mid-game player, now is the best time to buy up very expensive items. Before we get into this, I want to say thank you guys for all the support recently, as it really does mean a lot. Please make sure to join my Discord and follow me on Twitch down below, as well as liking and subscribing, as it really helps out this video in the algorithm. As well, I want to let you guys know that I have something big planned for 15,000 subs, so on our way there, we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff, and when we get there, I have a huge surprise in store. On that note, though, let's get right into this. So in order to make the argument that the entire economy is starting to collapse, at least for a few certain items, we have to talk about what prices are falling to, and they're honestly falling pretty far. Looking at the Livid Dagger, for instance, we can see that the cheapest Livid Dagger is only 7.1 million coins. And it's not just a fluke, most of them are about 7.1 million coins. This is a far cry from the 10 million they used to be and the 15 million they used to be before that. However, it's not the only item. The Baby Yeti pet, for instance, has also fallen pretty far, dropping to only 22.4 million coins, with the other cheap ones being about 23 million. This is a far cry from the 50 million coins I purchased mine at. Looking up other similar items, implosion books that you can get from Floor 7 have fallen pretty far as well, going to only 27.5 million coins. The one item this doesn't really seem to affect that much is the Necron handle, which kind of makes sense. With the cheapest one being only 344 million coins, it's still about 40 million less than it used to be, however that's not as significant overall. Now that we've established the fact that prices are indeed actually dropping, we can go over why this is occurring, and there's multiple reasons to believe that this is happening. The biggest reason, and the one that I think is contributing most directly, is the fact that there has been a new wave of players that is just now reaching the endgame. Think about it. There were a ton of new players coming in the game around the time of Christmas and a little bit afterwards. It's been about 2 months since they've joined the game, and honestly, it's pretty easy to assume that they've made it all the way to things like Floor 5, and they are able to contribute to the economy in a pretty large amount now. It's never been easier to make money in Hypixel Skyblock, and because of that, it's never been easier to get to that end game level. These players are finally able to do things like fish in the winter events. They're able to do things like Floor 5. They're able to purchase gems from the store and buy things like Kismet Feathers, which they can then sell to make a ton of money. Basically what I mean here is all of these new players are finally reaching the point where a Livid Dagger is necessary. And you might be thinking to yourself, but wait, that doesn't make sense. If I learned anything from any of these Skyblock economy videos, you would know the fact that if more people are trying to buy something, wouldn't the price go up? And here's the second part of this issue. Basically, things like Livid Daggers and things like Baby Yeti pets are no longer as valuable as they used to be. And, on top of that, people generally only want one of either of these items. You know, it makes sense that, like, why would you ever want two? However, because there's been so much grinding recently of things like Floor 5 and other similar content, people just get more than one of all of these items, and they sell the extras on the auction house. This has created an environment of people undercutting each other and generally going low, and it's applying to almost all dungeon items as well as some non-dungeon items and pets. This generally happens in most economy servers, although I would make the argument that it doesn't happen as often in economy servers where the amount of money in the economy isn't growing, and that's something that's really happening here. A third major reason, although one that I would argue is less relevant, is the fact that a lot of coins were taken out of the economy just recently with the Darker auction. Basically, there was a photo put up that said equivalent of about 90 billion coins were put into the economy via the bribe system. However, a lot of coins were taken out due to the Darker auctions. Considering the fact that the amount of coins is probably going up on a daily basis, this generally has a smaller effect, and I can't really see it as a major factor. Overall, though, I am happy that a lot of players are able to get their hands on the items that they need. And, generally, it seems easier than ever. If you previously were looking at some of these items and were wondering whether or not to buy them, I would say now is a pretty good time, although I would make the argument that the Baby Yeti pet is probably going to keep falling in price. When a new update comes out, a lot of these price changes are going to revert themselves, people are going to have more need to spend stuff, and honestly that just makes sense. Overall, though, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like and comment down below if you enjoyed. My name is Derailious. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.